Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases today we will discuss a very important judgment on the initiation and imposition of penalty under section 271 AA. The whole crux of the case is that whether the penalty imposed is justified in those cases where the assessing officer initiates the penalty on some ground but imposes the penalty on some other ground. So whether in these type of cases the penalty orders are liable to be sustained or liable to be quashed. This issue has been taken by Honorable Chandigarh ITAT B bench in the case of Yamuna Power and Infrastructure Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. This case has been reported in 114 ITR short notes 86 and the date of the judgment is 19th July 2024. Section 271 AA talks about penalty for failure to keep and maintain information and documents etc. in respect of certain transactions, and these certain transactions relate to domestic and international transfer pricing. The matter relates to the assessment year 14-15. In the present case, the matter was like that. As all we know that section 271 AA has basically three limbs, meaning thereby that under section 271 AA, the penalty can be imposed in three cases. First one, when the assessee fails to maintain information and documents for the domestic and international transactions. Secondly, when he maintains the information but fails to report certain transactions. Third, when he maintains the information but that information is not correct. In the present case, when the assessment proceedings were going on and the learned assessing officer made reference to the transfer pricing officer, the transfer pricing officer does not basically give any adverse inference except the direction to the AO that the assessee has not maintained, the assessee has not reported certain transactions relating to the rent and remuneration paid to the directors. So he can go for penalty under section 271 AA for non-reporting of those transactions. Basically the matter was for non-reporting of transactions and for not maintaining the books of accounts. The two things are different. One is maintaining the accounts. The second is the accounts are maintained but certain transactions are not reported. In the present case, the transfer pricing officer has advised about the levying of penalty for non-reporting of transactions. But the assessing officer levied a penalty of 2% for not maintaining the documents and information under section 92E. Although 92E does not talk about non-maintenance, but the section 92D talks about the non-maintenance of information and documents. The CAT appeal also upheld the penalty order. When this matter came to the tribunal said that although the assessing officer has mentioned and levied the penalty for a different section which is not applicable to the assessee, but in spite of that, in the present case, since the penalty has been initiated for non-reporting of the transactions and eventually the penalty has been imposed for not maintaining of the accounts and documents. So in the present case, the penalty should not sustain because the initiation and imposition of the penalty cannot be on different grounds. Apart from that, the tribunal said that in the present case, the assessee has given the reasonable explanation under section 273B that in the case of the assessee has acted on the professional advice of his auditor that he has to report only those transactions which are pertaining up to a certain amount. So whatever the information the assessee has not reported, that is on the basis of the professional advice of his auditor. And moreover, in the present case, even the transfer pricing officer and the assessing officer has not commented anything on the assessee's explanation. So from the facts and circumstances of the case. Since the basis of initiating the penalty and imposing the penalty are different, so the assessing officer is not justified in imposing the penalty against the assessee under section 271AA. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Yamuna Power and Infrastructure Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 114 ITR short notes 86, and the matter has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT B bench on 19th July 2024. Thank you, friends.